Encoding, creating a clear, well-crafted message. This is the process of transferring the information you want to communicate into a form that can be sent and correctly decoded at the other end. Your success in encoding depends partly on your ability to convey information clearly and simply, but also on your ability to anticipate and eliminate sources of confusion, for example, mistaken assumptions, cultural issues, and missing information. A key part of this is knowing your audience. Failure to understand who you are communicating with will result in delivering messages that are misunderstood. When you know what you want to say, decide exactly how you will say it. You are responsible for sending a message that is clear and concise. To achieve this, you need to consider not only what you will say, but also how you think the recipient will perceive it. We often focus on the message that we want to send and the way in which we will send it. But if our message is delivered without considering the other person's perspective, it is likely that part of that message will be lost. To communicate more effectively. 1. Understand what you truly need and want to say. 2. Anticipate the other person's reaction to your message. 3. Choose words and body language that allow the other person to really hear what you are saying. With written communication, make sure that what you write will be perceived the way you intend. Words on a page generally have no emotion. They do not smile or frown at you while you are reading them, unless you are a very talented writer, of course. When writing, take time to do the following. 1. Review your style. 2. Avoid jargon or slang. 3. Check your grammar and punctuation. 4. Check also for tone, attitude, nuance, and other subtleties. If you think the message may be misunderstood, it probably will. Take the time to clarify it. 5. Familiarize yourself with your company's writing policies. Another important consideration is to use pictures, charts, graphs, and diagrams wherever possible. As the saying goes, a picture speaks 1,000 words. They help people understand data quickly. Whether you want to make a comparison, show a relationship, or highlight a trend, they help your audience see what you are talking about. Also, whether you speak or write your message, consider the cultural context. If there is potential for miscommunication or misunderstanding due to cultural or language barriers, address these issues in advance. Consult with people who are familiar with these and do your research so that you are aware of problems you may face. Message. The message is what the communication is all about. It is the outcome of the encoding process and gives the meaning/moral to the information meant to reach the receiver. It can be encoded in written or spoken words or actions. It is culture determined, e.g., while sitting down in the presence of elders may denote respect in one culture, it may denote disrespect in another. The message must be expressed in a language/symbol understood by both the sender and receiver. Medium, choosing the right channel. The terms channel and medium are often used interchangeably. The channel is the path through which the message is transmitted from the sender to receiver. The choice of channel is important because if the sender uses an inappropriate one, the communication can be distorted. Different channels have different strengths and weaknesses. Examples of channels include 1. Visual, where one needs to see, for example, using body movements, kinesics, like gestures, posture, facial expressions, etc. One cannot use gestures to communicate with a blind person. 2. Auditory, for example, telephone, radio, where the receiver should not be hearing impaired as it is dependent on hearing. 3. Audiovisual, where the receiver can both see and hear, for example TV.